So good day everyone, welcome to my video tutorial. I have here the subject for Semi 111, Linear Algebra. So today we'll be learn about cofactor expansion and its application. So in this lesson, I'll guide you step by step in understanding how cofactors are formed, how we apply cofactor expansion to find determinants, and how this connects to real applications such as solving systems of equations and finding the inverse of a matrix. So by the end of this video, you'll not only know the procedure but also appreciate how powerful cofactor expansion is in solving mathematical problems. So if I give example, if I give you two equations with two unknowns, how will you solve them? Also, some of you tell that using elimination and substitution, right? So that's correct. Using the elimination substitution by unknown of two equation is the easiest or the simplest method that we're going to. So here, cofactor Laplace expansion, we have the cofactor expansion. This method is one of the most important tools in linear algebra because it helps us compute determinants of matrices even beyond the simple 2 by 2 matrix. But in matrices, we have three methods. We have Laplace expansion method, inverse method, and Cramer's rule method. So let's see how they work with a 2 by 2 matrix. But before that, based on your own opinion, what comes to your mind about the word Laplace expansion method? Do you have noticed or do you familiar with the Laplace expansion method? Is it? So here, our cofactor Laplace expansion or the Laplace expansion method simply means that is to finding the determinant of a matrix. So let's have here the example number one. So in Laplace expansion class, we're going to find the determinant of A. So I know that some of you how to solve or how to find the determinant of A. So based on that, what is our uh, entry for A sub 1 1? Okay, let's see. This is our matrix A. Now, in getting our entry for A is our row here and a column here. So by that, our entry is for the intersection between our row and column. So the intersection between our row and column is 3. So our entry for A sub 1 1 is 3. Now, we're going to see what is our entry for our 1, our entry for A sub 1 and 2. Now, by that, we're going to uh, find the entry for 1 and 2, A sub 1 and 2. So our row and our column. So the intersection between the row and column. So our row is here and column is 1. So what is the intersection between that? Yeah, very good. 2. So by that, let's see if we got the correct answer. Our entry for A sub 1 1 is 3. Our entry for A sub 1 and 2 is 2. Okay, that's right. So did you still follow? Okay, now in Laplace expansion, we have the cofactor expansion of element using the formula. In getting the cofactor, rather, in getting the cofactor expansion of element, we have the formula. We have the cofactor sub RC is equal to negative 1 raised to R plus C. Then have here, Mom, what is our M sub RC there? So simply mean that our M sub RC here is the minor expansion. If we have a cofactor expansion, also we have the minor expansion. Now, let's try to determine our minor expansion. So have here again our determinant of A. So let's proceed to our minor expansion. So let's find our minor expansion for m sub 1, 1. So by that, for you to easy understand or going to hint, I will give you hint. Ang word ay kunwari, from the initial letter of M. Ang tawag dito para sa akin is magtatanggal. So, magtatanggal lang tayo ng row and column. Kung ano yung naiwan, yun ang magiging sagot natin sa minor expansion. Okay, let's try. So, we have here row 1. Magtatanggal tayo ng row 1. And magtatanggal din tayo ng column 1. So, ano ang naiwan? 4. Okay, very good. Tingnan natin kung tama tayo. So, in getting our M minor expansion, M sub 1 and 2, ganun din ang ating gagawin. Ganun, same process din na ang gagawin natin is magtatanggal from the initial M. So, ang gagawin lang natin is tatanggalin daw natin ang row 1 and column 2. So, ang natira lang ay 1. So, ang M sub 1 natin kanina is 4. So, ang M sub 1, 2 naman natin ngayon is 1. Okay, tingnan natin mamaya. Okay, let's check. So, ang entry for minor expansion is 4. Okay, very good. Nakuha nyo. So, we have here M sub 1 and 2. Nakuha nyo ulit ay 1. Sige, try natin, tingnan. Okay, very good. Now, in that, if that's the case, so now, nakuha na natin ang minor expansion entry natin or minor term. So, ito yung minor term. Ang ibig sabihin nito ay cofactor term also. So, by that, you are going to substitute. Substitute na lang kung ano yung So, have here. So, ano ang kukunin natin na cofactor term? We have the C sub 1, 1 is equal to negative 1 raised to 1 plus 1. So, ma'am, paano nakuha yung 1 plus 1 doon? So, it simply means that you are going to kunin mo lang yung row and column niya doon sa cofactor term. Yun na din ang magiging cofactor mo doon sa doon sa negative 1 raised to R plus C. Yes, very good. So, ang nakuha natin doon kanina sa M11, magiging cofactor na siya. Cofactor and minor, parang magkaparehas din yan. Sila ang magiging kapartner. Okay? Dito, ang magiging M natin is 4. So, simply mean that negative 1, so magiging 2 na yan. Negative 1 raised to 2, 1 times 1 equals 1, positive 1, times 4 is equal to 4. So, let's check. Have here our entry for cofactor term. You have here, okay, that is, naging positive 1 na siya. Positive 1 times 4 is easily 1, or 1 times 4 is 4, right? Okay. Now, kukunin natin ang cofactor nito. Ang cofactor niyan, 1 and 2. So, using the same process again, gagawin natin ulit ang same process. So, ang magiging process lang niya, substitute lang natin C1. C sub 1 and 2 is equal to negative 1 raised to 1 and 2. O yan, kikita nyo yung difference niya kanina. So, kanina 1 and 1, 1 plus 1. Ngayon, 1 plus 2 na siya. Okay? So, ang minor expansion natin dito is 1. So, yun nakuha natin doon kanina. So, by that, ang gagawin natin ay, so negative 1 raised to 1 plus 2 is 3. So, negative 1 raised to 3 is negative 1. Okay. Negative 1 times 1 is also negative 1. Okay, nakuha na natin lahat ng entry for A, entry for M, which is the minor, and also we come up with that cofactor term. Now, we're going to determine our determinant of A. So, by substitute, nakuha kasi na natin ang cofactor term niyan. So, by substitute na lang ang gagawin natin. Ano ang entry ng A? So, ano ang value ng entry A natin? At ano ang entry ng cofactor? Anong value ng cofactor term natin? By that, this is our values. So, by getting the determinant of A, we have here to substitute 3. Okay, our entry for A sub 11 is 3, multiplied by C sub 11 is 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. So the entry for A sub 1 and 2 is 2. So entry for C sub 1, 2 is negative 1. Now, we're going to solve it na. So 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. So, magiging 24 minus 2. So, our determinant of A is 10. Okay. Makakasabay ba? Okay. Now, we're going to inverse method. So, familiar na kayo dito sa inverse method kasi na-topic na last meeting. So, simple mean is like the opposite of the matrix, just like the inverse of a matrix A. So, let's have here, for example, number 2. So, yan. Ang kukunin lang natin is determinant. So, given ang ating determinant kanina, gagamitin lang natin yung previous example natin dun sa Laplace expansion. So, ang determinant natin kanina is 10, right? Okay. This is also the matrix. By that, we're going to take a look this one. What going is the inverse. So, ang inverse ng matrix natin is magiging ganyan. Ang diagonal natin dito, naging positive. Ang vertical dito ulit, naging negative. So, in that, our entry, our entry for A is 3. Yun. So, ang entry for B natin is 1. At ayun. Ang entry for C, yun. Ang entry for D is yun. Now, we're going now to make it in matrix. So, we have here na ang inverse matrix natin. So, by that entry kanina yun nandito, ito na siya. Naging ganyan na. Okay. By that, we're now going to make it in a inverse. Ito, gagamitin na natin. So, we have here. So, ang determinant natin kanina, again, class, is our 10. So, by that, anong gagawin natin ulit? Okay. Dito, kukunin na lang natin yung ang determinant or the inverse. So, ang determinant, i-divide lang natin dun sa matrices, or the entry. Or ito ang sinasabing entry. So, 1 over 10 divided by 4 is 4 over 10, right? Same as true with the other entry in here. Okay, so magiging 4 over 10 na, negative 2 over 10, negative 1 over 10, and also 3 over 10. Dito may masisimplify ba? Yes. Ang masisimplify dito, class, is divisible by 2. So, dito ba may divisible by 2 ba siya? Hindi, no? So, dito, divisible ba siya sa 3? Hindi rin, di ba? So, dito, divisible ba siya sa 2? Yes, right. Divisible siya ng 2. So, magiging 2 over 10 na to. At ito naman, divisible ba siya sa 2? Yes. Magiging negative 1 over 5. Okay. Kakasunod ba? Okay, ngayon, ang ating inverse of matrix A is, yan na.